What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. So I just want to quickly make another video about just something about Beast Wars I noticed, because I did watch the last two episodes and then it's actually like really apparent that I was actually right and that this is exactly what they were pushing. So basically these the elites that control the world, this giant pyramid scheme that is run by the devil, basically uses all the governments and all media, all movies, TV shows, music, video games, influencers, to plant seeds of deception, because they want to try to pull you away. Everything is trying to pull you away from, first of all, knowing who you are and focusing on yourself, right? And also pulling you away from God and the Bible. And they want to teach everything inverted. Everyone that's promoted is evil. Everything that's promoted is bad for you. And everything that's trashed is the truth. And everything's buried or they try to destroy, right? Is it good or the truth? But basically, they want you to think that in the past, man was primitive and that the age of the earth is old, and that our ancestors, all these ancient stories were just ignorant, primitive man, and they were misunderstanding these lights in the sky for angels instead of what they really were, which was like aliens with really advanced technology. So really advanced beings with advanced technology that we, maybe in a long time, can advance just to be like them, to become godlike with technology, because they want to blend magic and science and teach you that magic is just high-level science, and that these beings from all these old religions in these stories, that they were all just make-believe fantasy, and that or that we mistook them for aliens. But look at this. This is like the second to last episode.
And a mighty warrior came down from the sky, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his feet as pillars of fire. And the great dragon was cast out onto the earth, and his followers were cast out with him.
What in the 7 spiral galaxies are you jabbering about?
The Covenant of Primus. Data track 7.613.
Okay, so they want us to lie. In this whole series is basically about these advanced beings having a war, good and evil, and they crash land on primitive Earth, and they're trying to seed plant the lie of evolution, that man was primitive, that we're evolving, that everything is evolving when there's no evidence for it when you look into it deeply, and that the age of the Earth is actually young, but they lie. But anyway, they're trying to seed plant a few things here. First of all, they're trying to seed plant that basically he's reading the Bible. He's reading the Bible, and instead of saying a mighty angel, he said the mighty warrior. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as if it were the sun, and his feet were as pillars of fire. This is just describing one of the prophets. He's seeing a revelation of an angel, right? But this is in times to come, right? Future times. But basically, they want to seed plant that that our ancestors, first of all, saw these advanced beings and maybe wrote this stuff, right? And or also by the off chance that's in the off chance that someone actually believes in the Bible, they're gonna say, hey, maybe they weren't. It was actually given to man not by God, but by advanced alien beings, right? But I noticed this guy is an angel, and Megatron, he looks like a fallen angel / devil. And he says the great dragon was cast down. The great dragon is actually representing the devil.
Data track 7.613.
And look at this.
Only 2 exist. One was aboard the Ark.
Oh yeah, and the Ark. They're talking about the Ark. the Ark of the Covenant was the box that after the God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, they put that in there along with Aaron's staff.
Oh, please.
But look at this guy.
Sure.
Look, he does the
Okay.
666 hand sign because this is what they wanted to show, right? There's a mockery, and they want to teach transhumanism, that man can transcend and fuse with machine, right? And also this character here, who actually fights Megatron, the devil, and dies after, but it shows this primitive man, and they're seeing this battles in the sky. It's just like the lie that these ancient alien lie, when it was really fallen angels that taught man stuff, but not these like aliens. Aliens. And this show teaches the space lie, when really we're at the center of everything. There's no outer space, there's no aliens, there's angels and demons and spirits, but there's no outer space as we know it. There's no planets that we can go on out to. But basically this being is actually two other Transformers that were fused together by some other godlike being, who's not God, but just like a godlike, higher, powerful being than these guys. But basically, this is a male-female combined into one. And the elites, they like to show their symbolism of their beliefs of the good and evil, black and white to make gray, black and white to fuse into one, male and female to fuse into one. That's why the transgender agenda is happening. You see a lot of trans happening now, LGBTQ, because people are confused. Youth are confused. From watching these occult shows and from basically from watching and listening to this music and watching weird stuff and being affected by nonsense, garbage teachings. And then after from transhumanism, from transgender, it's going to turn to transhumanism, where people are going to swap. Instead of swapping genders, they're going to swap their body parts. But here, we're going to see this part here. I'm going to show you. Hang on, where is that?
Deploy operation.
Oh yeah, so you see this. She looks like even like a Hindu god, and
Eternity.
so they said deploy Operation Eternity because they want to put seedplant about eternal cycles, that life is an eternal cycle, and that everyone is God, and life is an eternal cycle of life, a birth, life, death, and reincarnation. And they want to break the cycle by merging the dualities, by merging good and evil, by merging black and white. But basically, it's not true, because that's the lie. It's really God of the Bible. Follow God of the Bible, and Satan's trying to lie to you.
That which is, which was, and is yet to come. And you will know my name is Megatron.
He's like a fallen angel, and he can turn into like a dragon, right? So they're trying to seed plant. Oh, maybe the primitive man saw, instead of not Satan fight in the sky, or Lucifer falling from heaven like lightning, maybe it was just some high-level being in a spaceship, right? And he's like, I am the Alpha and Omega. So they're trying to seed plant like to kids, right? Maybe the Bible's wrong. Maybe those guys were aliens.
I lay my
That are not, and God is not like real. It's just not like, he's not the God of the Bible. It's actually like the God of the New Age God. Like that we are God.
You have already read the Covenant of Primus.
just the good parts.
And I thought,
Pity's sake, Megatron!
Blast that Tiger Hawk! My forecast was for clear skies all the way back to Cybertron.
and then this guy kills this guy. Oh yeah, he kills this Tiger Hawk abomination of whatever. He kills him with the ship, right? But then this Tiger Hawk is, I noticed a few times in the show that they like to have these characters kind of create like these tornadoes and these phenomenon that were seen in the Bible, because they want people to think, hey, maybe these stories, how come a lot of people still believe in the Bible, and how come everything references the Bible? Because they know Satan knows he can't erase it, but he knows he can try to confuse people about it. So he's going to say, maybe all these phenomena that happen in the Bible were not made by God or an angel, but by, aliens. And it shows these guys interacting with man, teaching them how to make weapons.
Seems hauntingly familiar.
This part's funny though.
But why?
You saved the valley. You saved the lives of those who live here, and of those who are still to come.
I suppose, given my imminent godhood, these primitives should really be beneath my attention. Still, no score is too small to settle high on mistakes.
Hilarious. That's so funny.
You would turn the full fury of this mighty warship on a lone anthropoid.
He's like,
Megatron.
well, not like that. I'm a god. This being.
You would turn the full.
Suppose, given my imminent godhood, these primitives should really be beneath my attention. Still, no score is too small to settle high on mistakes.
That's so funny. But basically, what else did I want to show you here? Oh yeah, what else here? I basically wanted to show you, yeah, that they're trying to rip off the Bible and trying to influence the youth that the Bible is wrong. That's basically what it's about. It's always about the same stuff. It's always the same stuff. Okay, peace.